Hello friends, good morning. It's 3 a.m. Right now. We'll continue with next set of question on the polynomial, that is quartic polynomial. Quartic polynomial means polynomial whose degree is 4. Whose degree is 4, and I took one question where the degree is 6 because there is not much difference in this. So let us try this set of question, and with this polynomial series will be over. In the next video we will talk about the equation. We call it theory of equation topic. That is also very important. Till now in the whole series we have calculated the factors of the given polynomial, maybe quadratic, maybe cubic, and this one is quartic. But from the next video onward we will talk about the roots. That is also very important, and those questions used to come in basically directly. I will take the questions of JEE Mains, JEE Advanced, and even in from CAT. So let's start with today's video. There are easy questions basically. Let me start with the first question. X power 4 plus 8x square minus 9. So very simple. I will substitute x square is equal to say k. You can substitute the way you want. It's k. I am taking. So that become k square plus 8k minus 9. That is something we are getting. Now we can simply factorize it. It becomes a quadratic polynomial. We already taken the factorization of quadratic polynomial. It will give me the result k plus 9 and k minus 1. K plus 9 and k minus 1. Now k is replaced back as x square. So it is x square plus 9 and x square minus 1. We can factorize it further. Before that, what we used to do always is we can just confirm by Descartes rule of sign. So what is here? Plus sign and minus sign. That means one sign change. So one positive root. Now it is one positive root, so there is no other possibility of the positive root, because if it is 2, so there is a possibility of 0 also, because we can decrease it by even number, but one positive root is confirmed. Now suppose if I replace x with minus x, so in that case being it is a even polynomial because the degrees are even, so in that case there won't be any change. So again there will be only one sign change, so that means it should have one negative root. So the given quadratic polynomial, which is supposed to have maximum 4 roots, the 2 roots which we can confirm are real, which is one positive, one negative, and the remaining 2 should be, we can say it to be imaginary roots. Fine. So I guess we got the same. See here, x square plus 9. If suppose I had to find the root, I could have written it like this: x square minus 9i square. And this is x square minus 1. And how I have written this? Because I can write 9, this plus 9 as minus of minus, because we don't have something called a square plus b square as a factorization identity. So I have converted it as a square minus b square, kind of. So now this minus 9 can be written as, I am writing it here, this plus 9 I am writing it like this. I can write it like this: minus of 3i whole square. I have told in one of the video that iota I square is minus 1. So this minus sign become I square. So now 3i whole square, and here we have x square. So it is like a square minus b square factorization identity. So finally I am getting it x plus 3i, and this imaginary root always come in pair. We can call it conjugate pair. It is x plus 1 and x minus 1. This is the final answer. So we are getting one positive root, one negative root, two imaginary root. That is in line with Descartes rule of sign. Now see, once again I am repeating why they are coming in conjugate pair, because when you multiply it, you will ultimately get plus 9, the way it is given here. So basically, since our case the coefficients are all real, so we can't get iota in between. Because of that, it always come in pair, the conjugate pair. when we are getting it a conjugate pair, so ultimately when we simplify it, we are getting it to be back as a real number. Fine, so this is the answer for first question. We got it like x plus 3i, x minus 3i, x plus 1 and x minus 1. Fine. Next question is a good question. It's a quadric polynomial again. Here if I try for some substitution, it won't be possible. So let us see some other approach. Generally, when we have a full-fledged, in that case, what we used to do, try for 1 and minus 1. We know the trick for 1 and minus 1. And then we can jump to, because if I got one root, then I can jump to synthetic division method. So let me try by putting x is equal to 1. That means simply addition of the coefficients. So 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 2, 11, and 8 and 3 negative gives minus 11. So yes, confirm that one of my 0 will be 1. So I can directly jump to the synthetic division method. Make a note that in synthetic division method, your powers will be complete, like 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So I am just writing the coefficient 4, minus 8, minus 3, 5, 2, and then 1 is one of the 0. So I am writing it here 1. One more thing here, what you can do, it's a degree 4, so maximum 4 zeros will be there. So we can also try with minus 1. It's very simple. By putting x is equal to minus 1 means alternate, we have to just work out. So this become 4, this will be plus, because minus 1 cube will be minus and this minus plus. So it will be plus. So it is 4 plus, or we know that the direct relation is just sum the alternate. So 4 minus 3 is 1 plus 2 is 3 and 5 and minus 8 is minus 3. So it won't be possible. Fine. So let us solve this first. So I can drop down 4 as it is. 4 ones are 4. This is minus 4. Minus 4 ones are minus 4. That is minus 7. Minus 7 ones are minus 7. That is minus 2. Minus 2 ones are minus 10. Absolutely we have mitigated this. Fine. So this second question, I got one factor as x minus 1 and the other will be 4x cube minus 4x square minus 7x minus 2. Like this we can get. Now we know that rational theorem, rational root theorem, what we can see that this constant terms factor, we will just try it. 1 and minus 1 we have checked. Let us check with 2. Let us check with 2 because 2 is not that big. So let us try with 2. So it will be 2, 2. And one more thing, immediately check out for Descartes rule of sign. So here plus, minus, minus, plus, plus. So one sign change and one sign change, 2 sign change. So that means I am getting 2 positive root maximum. And let us check for negative. So this will become positive, 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 negative, 1 sign change, negative and positive, 2 sign change. So maximum 2 positive root, maximum 2 negative root. So total become 4. We will see how it happens. Now 1 positive root I already got. That means there will be one more positive root. Fine. So let us try with 2. That will give us a confidence that which particular number we need to try. That's why I jump to Descartes. So basically the rule is try with 1 and minus 1, try with Descartes, and then after that start your case. So if I just take x is equal to 2, so it will be 8 4s are 32, this is 4 4s are 16, 32 minus 16 is 16, and 7 2s are 14 and 2 is 16, so 16 minus 16 0, that means my other case will be 2. Very simple. So I will use synthetic division method one more time. This time my coefficients were 4, minus 4, minus 7, minus 2, and here it is 2. So drop down 4, 4 2s are 8, it is 4, 4 2s are 8, it is 1, 1 2s are 2, it is 0. That's it. So ultimately after x minus 1, my second factor is x minus 2. And after that I left with 4x square plus 4x plus 1. 4x square plus 4x plus 1. And I can simply solve this. It is a perfect square identity. I can put it down like 2x plus 1 whole square. You can check out in place of square. I will write down 2x plus 1 2 times. Why? Because it is asked to put down the factors. Check out this 2x plus 1 whole square, a plus b whole square identity. So 2x whole square is 4x square plus twice ab is 4x plus 1. So it is same. So your final answer for this question, I am writing it in detail. That is, I am writing it here. It is x minus 1 into x minus 2 into 2x plus 1 into 2x plus 1. And see, as per the Descartes rule of sign, we are getting 2 positive root and 2 negative root. And one more point here, the root is minus 1 by 2. And see, when you go with 2 by 4, that is rational root theorem, so you will get 1 by 2. So in spite of trying it by different numbers, above half, above minus half, this is a very easy method, easy approach to get the answer. I hope this is fine. So let us jump to the next question. That is question number 3. Question number 3 is also on the same line as that of question number 2. The only difference is it is having no leading coefficient, so maybe little easier, but before that let us just try with 1 and minus 1. Let me try with 1 first. So 1 plus 14 plus 24, 1 is not possible. Let us try with minus 1. So 1 and minus 13 will give me minus 12 plus 24 will give me plus 12, and plus 14 minus 2 is 12 again. So that means minus 1 could be the case. Minus 1 could be the case. So I am just taking synthetic division method. So minus 1 is my 1 0. Now the breaks, look at it should be incomplete, the coefficient. So it is 1, minus 2, minus 13, 14 and 24. Let me drop down, it is 1, that is minus 1, addition is minus 3, minus 10 into minus 1 is plus 3, this is minus 10, minus 10 into minus 1 is plus 10, 14 plus 10 is 24, 24 into minus 1 is minus 24, it is 0. Fine, so ultimately x plus 1 is my one factor, and here I have x cube minus 3x square minus 10x plus 24. That is something I am getting. Now one more thing, that is Descartes rule of sign. So plus minus, one sign change, minus plus, second sign change. So maximum 2 positive roots, and suppose if I check out with minus 1, so it will be plus, plus, minus, one sign change, one more sign, no, minus, it will become minus, so no, and plus, minus to plus. So 2 sign change, 2 positive sign change, 2 negative sign change, so 2 positive root and 2 negative root, that is maximum. So we got 1 negative root. If I got 1 negative root, therefore at least there will be 1 more negative root. Not at least, it is exactly 1 more negative root. So I can try with the negative. See, that is the way, because otherwise trying with at random different number will use lots of your time. So basically I will try with the negative. So now minus 1 we already checked. Now let me try with the factors of 24 with a negative sign. That is, say minus 2 I will check. So if I check minus 2, it will give me minus 8, and it will give me minus 12, and it is plus 20 and plus 24, so it won't work. Minus 2 won't work. So one more factor is 3, so minus 3 I can try. So it is minus 27, and this is again minus 27, and this is minus plus 30. Plus 24, and this is working. See, this is 54 and this is minus 54. So this is working. So what does it indicate? It indicates that one more factor is minus 3. We can get this factor very quickly. So minus 3, so I am writing it minus 3. Again synthetic division method. Coefficients are 1, minus 3, minus 10 and 24. Drop it down, 1 into minus 3 is minus 3. Addition is minus 6 into minus 3 is plus 18. Addition is 8 into minus 3 is minus 24. So I am getting it 0. So finally left is this. So what are the coefficients, what are the factors? X plus 1, and then after that x plus 3. I am getting the factors of this, x plus 3, and here it is x square minus 6x plus 8. X square minus 6x plus 8. So basically, if you see this, it is very simple. X minus 2, x minus 4. x minus 2, x minus 4. I will just let you know about the trick which we are using to factor. It's a quadratic polynomial. We want the factor of this. So the coefficient over here is 1. The factors of 1 is 1 and 1. We attach x with this. Factors of 8 we can try with 2 and 4. Do the cross, this cross. So this is 1x into 4 is 4x. 1x into 2 is 2x. When I sum the two, it is 6x, but I want minus 6x. I want minus 6x, so it is minus, then it is minus, so minus. So it is x minus 2 and x minus 4. So ultimately, finally, I am writing the whole answer over here. Factors x plus 3 is the first, then x plus 1 is the first. X plus 3 is the second, and here I got x minus 2 and into x minus 4. If you remember, we have confirmed in the beginning that there will be two positive roots. These are two positive roots and two negative roots. One more observation here is in the cubic we have done something called sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros. We can apply the same rule here. Check out the zeros here are minus 1, minus 3, 2 and 4. If I just sum this out, so minus 1, minus 3 plus 2 plus 4, so this plus 4 and this minus 4 gets cancelled, so 2 is the sum of the zeros. See here we are getting 2. This is the point of sum of the zeros. Take the product of the zeros, so it is minus 1 into minus 3 is 3. Into 2 is and then 4, so 4 2s are 8, 3s are 24. Check out 24 here. So that is your confirmation. I am not using that rule. Earlier in cubic we have used that because cubic is having just 3 factors, whereas in case of 4 factor it is little tricky. We have to do lots of permutation and combination. So I am not jumping into that. But fine, you can use it somewhere or other. The rule remains same. This will give you sum of the zeros. This will give you product of the zeros. This will give you sum of the zeros taken product of 2 at a time, and this will give you sum of the zeros taken product of 3 at a time. There will be in total 6 terms here. There will be in total 4 terms here. Fine. So as we have decided in the beginning that there will be 2 positive roots, 2 negative roots. Accordingly, we got it. Fine. So let us jump to the next question. That is the 4th question. That is in x power 6. So before starting that question, there are 4 DIY. So I hope that DIY will work with you. This first is just like this first. This second you can simply work out the way we have done others, like plus minus 1 minus 1. This third is again I guess exactly like third number question. So you can just try it. And this one x power 6. This is different from this. This is different from this. So this DIY 4th question, it is same as that of the first question. Here we have substituted x square is equal to y, so that I can have a quadratic polynomial. Here just substitute x cube is equal to y. So x power 6 is x cube square. So you will get y square plus 11y plus 24. You will get 8 and 3 as the factor, and y cube plus 8 and y cube plus 3. You can just simplify it. You will get your final answer. Fine. So you can do that. Here I am taking the 4th question. So x power 6, so let me just write down it. X power 6 minus 2x power 4 minus 4x square plus 8. See, whenever they will give you question like this, always remember that there will be some catch. They are all hacks. What do you mean by hacks? That means they are all trick based. You need to figure out what is trick. They don't want you to actually factorize it the way you used to do in the 9th standard and all that, putting various values. So various tricks I have told you in the earlier videos depending upon the question. Here I will use one of those tricks. Looking at this question, see the ratio of the coefficient. So this is 1 upon minus 2 and this is minus 4 upon 8. So see, I can conclude this is minus half, it is minus half. So since it is equal, so I can simply take the HCF from this and HCF from this. That will work for me. So if I take HCF of this, so that is x power 4. So I am left with x square minus 2. Again here minus 4 taken common, so it is x square minus 2. You can check out properly. So I can take x square minus 2 finally as common and x power 4 minus 4. Now I can simply work on this. So this is x square minus 2, so that 2 can be written as root 2 square. So I am getting it x plus root 2 into x minus root 2. And this is something case you would have done in 8th standard. X power 4 minus 4 is again like x power 4 minus 2 square, and this x power 4 is x square square. So I got it like a square minus b square case. So this gives me a minus b, a plus b. Further, it is as it is, and then after that it is x plus root 2 and x minus root 2, because I can write down this 2 as root 2 square, and this is x square plus 2, so I can put it like x square minus 2i square. Because this plus is minus and minus, we have seen the first question, so that minus can be written as I square, so it becomes a square minus b square case. So finally I am writing it x plus root 2, one more time x plus root 2, x minus root 2, one more time x minus root 2, and this is x plus root 2i and x minus root 2i. That is the final answer for this question. I am repeating, maybe if it is not visible to you. X plus root 2, x plus root 2, x minus root 2, x minus root 2, x plus root 2i, x minus root 2i. So basically, if I just think about it, I am getting 2 positive root, 2 negative root, and 2 imaginary root. 2 imaginary root. Fine. So we'll just check out sign change plus minus and minus plus. So that means 2 positive root. Now as far as negative root is concerned, how to check the sign change? So because it is all even polynomial. It is all a even polynomial. So basically one thing which you can note down, I will just take this in the separate class also. There are so many tricks, just by observation you can just come to some conclusion. So here if you convert this into odd, so you need to add 0x power 5, 0x cube, 0x. And then if you check the sign change, you will find that 2 negative sign change will be given. So that means you will get 2 negative root. 2 sign change if you go with f of minus x. Fine. Now it's a degree 6 polynomial, so it should have 6 factor maximum. So we got 2 positive, 2 negative, so remaining 2 will be imaginary. Now just check out. X plus root 2, x plus root 2 gives me 0 as minus root 2, so it satisfies this 1 0 but 2 times, that's why 2 negative roots. Then x minus root 2 give me 2 positive roots, root 2 and root 2, again 1 0 but 2 times. Now the finally root 2i and minus root 2i are 2 imaginary. Yeah, hope this is fine. You can try with this, and if you are in doubt you can ask me. In the next video we will start roots, and basically I start with quadratic roots, and those questions will be amazing. Those will be CAT question, those will be JEE advanced question. Once I have seen that in RMO also. So they are very important questions, especially from high-end mathematics exams. Thank you.